Archaeologists uncover the tomb of a little Egyptian child, barely 3 years old, who lived more than 3,000 years ago. They expected treasures, gold, hieroglyphs, maybe ritual objects for the afterlife. Instead, they find toys. A tiny wooden lion on wheels. A stuffed rag toy ball. A miniature board game, like a distant ancestor of snakes and ladders. A civilization famous for kings, pyramids, and mummies, paused long enough to place toys beside a child on their final journey. Not by accident, but because they believed something profound. Play was not pastime. Play was preparation for life, and for eternity. Welcome to Ancient Wisdom for Modern Parents. If you enjoy stories that help you parent with more calm and confidence, hit subscribe, so you never miss an episode. And today, I'll walk you through 3 stories from ancient Egypt, to reveal why Egyptian childhood was far more joyful, more playful, and more free, and how that can transform our parenting today. Part 1: The Land Where Children Roamed Free. Our first story begins in a place most of us never imagine when thinking of Egypt: a village courtyard at sunrise. The adults are already working, grinding grain, fetching water, preparing clay. But the children? They're running barefoot, chasing each other, playing pretend with clay animals. One child carries a carved wooden hippo. Another pushes that wheeled lion. A toddler tries to walk while clutching a palm fiber doll. Here's the astonishing truth: Egyptian children had far more freedom than many kids today. They weren't scheduled, drilled, or constantly told to sit still. They played in groups, inventing rules, negotiating roles, solving small conflicts long before adults stepped in. Egyptians believed that a child's ka, or life force, grew through joy and exploration. So yes, even in a civilization built by disciplined labor and grand architecture, childhood was gentle. Play wasn't a luxury, it was the foundation of becoming human. Part 2: Children learned by doing, not drilling. To understand this, imagine a 5-year-old boy named Mena. He watches his father make pottery, shaping, smoothing, spinning clay. Every day, he sees it happen. And at some point, his father hands him a tiny ball of clay. Not to test him, not to train him, but simply because Egyptians believed children learn by imitation, not instruction. Mena copies the motion, creates a tiny, wobbly cup. It's crooked, it's uneven. His father doesn't correct him. He laughs, praises him, tells him to try again tomorrow. In ancient Egypt, a child's earliest learning came from playful imitation, not pressure. Observation, not lectures. Hands-on experience, not memorization. And here's the fascinating part: even children destined for high-status roles, scribes, priests, nobles, began with play, not textbooks. One papyrus scroll even shows children doodling before they ever learned formal hieroglyphics. Imagine that. The civilization that carved words into stone started with playful scribbles. It tells us something important: Egyptians trusted childhood. They trusted time. And they trusted that children grow best when curiosity leads. Part 3: Play as emotional protection. Now let's return to our first story: the toy in the tomb. Why was that little lion placed there? Archaeologists have uncovered dozens of children's tombs with toys tucked gently beside the body. Not for entertainment, not as status symbols, but as emotional anchors. The Egyptians believed that the afterlife mirrored this life. So a child needed comfort, familiarity, and joy. To them, toys weren't meaningless objects. They were companions, protectors, reminders of home. What does this reveal? That even in a world of gods and pharaohs, Egyptians understood something incredibly human. Children need emotional safety. They need comfort. They need joy to feel whole. Ancient Egyptian parents were not distant, cold figures. They wrote letters expressing love. They sang lullabies. They talked about their children with tenderness. In fact, one ancient inscription reads, "A child's laughter is the blessing of Ra." Play was sacred because childhood was sacred. What this means for us today: if you watch your child building a block tower, drawing circles, acting out stories with stuffed animals, you're not watching just play. You're watching the same developmental magic Egyptians saw 3,000 years ago. But here's the difference: today, we're tempted to speed things up. We compare milestones, schedule enrichment classes, worry about falling behind. Ancient Egyptians didn't. They believed childhood had its own rhythm: slow, curious, joyful. And everything a child needed to become capable, confident, resilient, was already inside them. Play simply drew it out. So the next time you see your toddler lining up cars, or your preschooler talking to a doll, or your child drawing circles on a page, remember that little toy ball in the tomb. A reminder from one of the greatest civilizations in history: Play is not wasted time. Play is wisdom. Play is how children become whole. If this story helped you see your child's play with new eyes, I'd love for you to subscribe. Because parenting becomes lighter when we borrow wisdom from civilizations that raised resilient humans long before modern parenting existed. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.